Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Ben here, back again today doing another video. The subject of today's video is going to be on Blake Griffin. So if you're unfamiliar, Blake Griffin was released today from the Detroit Pistons. They agreed to a buyout. So, released, buyout, kind of interchangeable to be honest. So Blake Griffin is in essence a free agent now, and he can sign with any team in the league for what I'm going to guess is going to be the league minimum. So basically the point of this video, I'm going to run down a bunch of different contenders and talk about whether I think that they should consider signing Blake Griffin or not. And so to me, there's quite a few teams that he could fit on, and I'm just basically going to walk through the different options. So I think when you just think about contenders, let's start in the West and say, could he go on to the Jazz? I don't think that they really need him or have a spot for him. You think about like that kind of small ball center or power forward spot. They have Derek Favors, who's basically playing whatever role Blake could be playing, so I don't think they would really sign him. You think about the Lakers, I think it could make sense with Anthony Davis being out of the lineup due to injury and maybe not the most stable guy this year. I think that he could definitely be an option there. And I don't really think that they necessarily would need him, but I think they might want him. And so if he just wants to ride the pine and get a ring, I would say go to Los Angeles, because come the playoffs, I don't really think he fits into this team in any way, really. Like, if you want to play AD at the 5, I don't really think you're playing Griffin at the 4, and I think the only way that Blake would get significant time on the Lakers is if we get some announcement like Anthony Davis is out for the rest of the year, then yeah, Blake Griffin would be a good signing. But otherwise, he would probably get like 15 to 20 minutes a night with AD out, but not much besides that to me. The Suns, I think he could actually fit well on the Suns, but I don't know that they really need him. When you think about the front court, they already have Cameron Johnson, Jay Crowder, Frank Kaminsky, DeAndre Ayton, Dario Saric. It's not like they have a pretty crowded front court already, so maybe if they released like Frank Kaminsky and brought in Blake Griffin, he could fill Kaminsky's role, but otherwise I don't think that they really would have a spot for him. The Clippers, he'd be a good fit on the Clippers. He could play power forward or backup center. Again, wouldn't really add much on offense or on defense, but on offense he could add some good pop to the team. Let's see here. Who else? Denver could use him as a backup center, or could play him and basically play him the minutes that they normally play Plumlee or JaMychal Green. Maybe give him some of Millsap's minutes. Let's see here. The Trailblazers. The teams that people seem to really want to put him on right now are the Clippers or Blazers. On the Blazers, I think he'd fit okay, but again, like, they're playing Covington at the 4 a bit. They're playing Carmelo at the 4. I guess you could say he'd fit in at the 5, like a small ball 5, with Nurkic being in and out of the lineup sometimes. To me, not a great fit there, though. Like, he'd fit okay, but like, what are you looking for Blake Griffin to do? Give you 30 minutes a night? Then no, he's not going to be that dude to give you great production. But if you're looking for him to give you 15 to 20 minutes a night, then yeah, he can be a contributor. And I'm just not sure exactly what they would want him to be. So I think he'd fit fine, but he wouldn't be a huge difference maker. Golden State, I think he'd actually fit pretty well there. Basically soak up the minutes that Kevon Looney is playing right now, and he could take up some of Eric Paschall's minutes, who I feel like isn't a great NBA player, but he played great on a trash team last year, so people think he's good. The Spurs, they have such good chemistry right now. I'd say don't mess with it. Don't bring him in. I'm trying to think of the other teams in the West. I don't think like the Timberwolves or Kings or Thunder would bring him in. Pelicans, no, I don't think that they really have a spot for him. I'm forgetting some teams in the West, but oh, Dallas. Dallas is interesting. They could actually bring him in, I feel like, and he would be decent for them. But again, they have like so many front court dudes already. Cauley Stein, Marjanovic, Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber, Kristaps Porzingis. Those are all power forwards or centers, and Dorian Finney-Smith plays a decent amount of time at the power forward. And it's like you already got like 6 guys that play 2 positions. Do you really need Blake Griffin too? I don't know. Maybe they trade a few of those guys and then bring in Blake. Well, we'd have to see. So out of the West, I guess the 3 teams that I like best for him would be Denver. I think Denver, the Clippers, and who was the one I just said? Dallas. And then in the East, I'm going to skip a lot of the teams that obviously wouldn't bring him in. So obviously, I don't think, well, Detroit, obviously not. Cleveland, obviously not. The Knicks, this is not going in any particular order, by the way. The Knicks, I would say, shouldn't bring him in. They just have such good chemistry right now, and I feel like he would just take up a lot of shots and would be inefficient. And I just think they're got such a good thing going, they don't really need him. Brooklyn is an obvious one that people want to say because they need front court help. I don't even really know if they need Griffin, though. They need just like a rim runner, and Griffin is all finesse these days. And I feel like what he does is basically what Kevin Durant does, but just Durant does it 100 times better. Blake Griffin's basically become like a finesse. He's basically plays like a small forward now, but just in a 6'10" body. Blake Griffin is kind of just it's going to sound really harsh what I'm about to say, but Blake Griffin is just like a bad version of Danilo Gallinari right now, or like a kind of like Ryan Anderson 2.0 right now, but he doesn't shoot threes very well, and so I don't think he's really what Brooklyn needs. Philly, I don't think that he's what they need. Who else is out there? Milwaukee, I actually think he would be a good fit in Milwaukee just because they could use more bigs who are versatile. And Bobby Portis is a decent backup, but I don't think it would hurt to bring Blake in. Toronto, I don't really think he moves the needle for them at all, and they already got Pascal. The thing is with Blake, he can't really play a ton of small ball center really anymore because his rebounding is like gone. I think he's averaging like 5 rebounds a game or something, and that's just not really going to cut it to be a small ball center. Who else? Chicago, no, I don't think he really fits that timeline at all. Washington, nope. Atlanta, they already got too many players and their roster's too crowded. Charlotte is an interesting one. I could see him in Charlotte, although I feel like what Charlotte needs is a really good defensive center. What they need is more like Andre Drummond, and Andre Drummond obviously isn't a great defensive center, but he's at least better than Griffin. What they want is like basically a way better version of Bismack Biyombo, and I don't think that Blake fills that void. The Magic, no. And as I say, I'm just thinking of these off the top of my head, so I don't have any like concrete list in front of me. But I don't think that. Who was this other team I just had in my head that I don't think would go after him? Indiana, that was the team. I don't think he really fits there either. So yeah, in the East, I really don't see many teams. There was who was the one that I said I thought he fit with well? I honestly don't even remember now, but to me, the team that he should go to is Denver, the Clippers, or one of the other teams out west that I'm forgetting now at the end of the video, but a backup. I think him being a backup in Denver to Millsap and Jokic is his best case scenario. Or even, the thing that I'm getting at is I don't think Blake Griffin should be going anywhere and playing 30 minutes a night. I think he's in this range where he's going to kind of have to do what Dwight Howard did last year on the Lakers, be a guy that comes in, plays 15 minutes a night on a contender, and that's it. And he plays 15 really good minutes, and that's all. So that's all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.